Ninja Scroll is a must-watch, must-own anime movie. I see it as being a rite of passage for anyone who's into more mature anime. Ninja Scroll features many amazing fights, a lot of blood and violence, and also nudity and a few attempted rape scenes. Ninja Scroll follows Jubei Kibagami, a wandering samurai who does odd jobs for money. He gets tricked into doing a job by an old monk who poisons him and tells him that whenever he completes the job, he will give him the antidote. His mission is to stop the plans of the Dark Shogun, someone who's trying to hoard a mass amount of gold, enough gold to hire enough mercenaries to take over all of Japan. But it's not as easy as it sounds because the Dark Shogun hired a very powerful group of ninja to oversee this task, and they have special abilities. One of the ninja can turn his body into stone, and he's got this massive double-ended sword that he could just throw like a boomerang and cut through trees, cut through bodies. You see body parts flying all over the place. There's one ninja who can shoot out a very thin electric wire. There's one ninja that can turn people's bodies into bombs. There's one person who can put his body parts back together. No matter what injury he takes, he just keeps coming back from it. There's one ninja with a giant beehive in his back who can control all of the bees around him. There's another ninja that can disappear into the shadows and reappear through other shadows. Ninja Scroll has a wide variety of antagonists, but he doesn't have to fight them all alone because he actually meets this Kunoichi named Kagito, who he saves her from being raped by the big giant stone guy. They aren't each other's partners per se, but throughout the movie they keep saving each other's life, so that puts them in debt to save the person's life again, and that's why they stay together throughout the entire movie. But Kagito is also a special ninja as well. She has the ability to nullify poison within her body, and also her body is full of poison herself. Anyone she kisses or anyone she has sex with will die of poisoning. The interaction between Kagito and Jubei was just great. You could really feel the bond between them over time as they get to know each other and fight alongside each other. So anyways, the plot of this movie isn't really all that deep. It does contain a few twists and turns here and there, but this is mainly about the action. This movie takes the fights and the action to the top. It is just an amazing experience. But because Ninja Scroll is just a movie and there are so many antagonists for them to get through, each of the individual fights don't really last all that long, but even though they are short, they are very intense. Throughout this movie, Jubei will get his ass kicked numerous times. He'll be coughing out blood and spitting out teeth and having bones broken and different things like that. And really his only ability is that he can draw a sword and send out a wave of energy, kind of like a ranged attack. That's really his only ability. Compared to the people that he fights, it's not really that much. So as far as the overall quality of Ninja Scroll goes on Blu-ray, it is outstanding. It is beautiful. I personally am a fan of the older animation. Ninja Scroll was made in 1993 and it was remastered for Blu-ray. This is in 1080p and I can't really tell you how great this looks. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the remastering of Ninja Scroll is one of the best anime remasterings that I have ever seen. Of course, the best being Samurai X Trust and Betrayal. The remaster of that, of course, is hands down the best that I've ever seen. So as far as the audio goes here, I watched a little bit of this in dub, then I went back and watched it in sub, and the dub sounds like it's the same dub track that was featured on the original DVD release of this back in 1993, and it's not bad. The voice acting itself is good. It stays very true to the script while at the same time matching the mouth flaps and everything. I never had an issue with the dub. It's just that when watching this on Blu-ray in the subtitle version, I could hear a clear difference in the quality of the sound on the Japanese version. More than likely when Sentai licenses from Japan, they got the Japanese audio which was just amped up and everything was just cleaned, and it's just a very beautiful high quality sound. And then when they brought it over here for the Blu-ray, they just took the old dub that they had and just matched it with that. Even on the back of the case here, it says that Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100%, if you can see that right there. I wouldn't say that this is 100% perfect. My only complaints about this are that the story is not as deep as it could be, but this is a movie based around action and violence and things like that, so I completely understand it, and even though it's not as deep as the plot as I would like it to be, it's not bad by any means. It's still very enjoyable, and I still was left wanting to see more after this movie ended. And my only other complaint is that they didn't go out of their way and, redo the dub of this, and, that's a long shot in itself, and if they did do that, this would be a much better set. My only other complaint is that I wish that this was a special edition version. I wish that we had got some sort of special box, because I was willing to pay much more than $20 of this. Having said that, The $15 or $20 that I did pay for this is a steal for a movie of this quality. If you already own Ninja Scroll on DVD, go and buy this because you will be much happier with the Blu-ray quality. If you don't own this, go own this. You need to buy this. This is a rite of passage, like I said. No collection is complete without Ninja Scroll. Anyways, if you've seen Ninja Scroll, then let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section below. Thank you all for watching, and also, if you've seen the Ninja Scroll anime, let me know what you think about that. I've never personally seen that, and I'm kind of curious to see what people think of that, if it's any good or not. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later.